Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. I'm tired of shit.
Hello my fellow heroes of Lithas, and welcome back to the channel. Today we will check out the new set of champions that recently came out. The clan name is called Warbringers, which in my opinion fits them really well. They do look like they came straight from the Spartan era, not gonna lie. Anyways, as usual we will go through both the male and the female's active, passive and ultimate skill. Then we will compare the two champions to figure out which one would be more worth having in the team. And finally we will discuss whether it is worth summoning for this clan or not. But before all that, I want to have a look at the clan traits. Type, Obliteration, which means total destruction, level 18 as usual, and the effect says, each attack reduces the target's constitution recovery by 10.1% for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 4 layers. So any attempt at healing constitution in the enemy team will be reduced, aka they get a harder time recovering when facing a champion from this clan. Not bad, I guess. Let us move on to the skills of the male champion now. So when the male champion uses his active skill, he will land 3 quick attacks at the current target, which each deals 160% damage of our champion's strength. The last attack he dealt will knock the target away and mark the target for 5 seconds. When allies attack a marked target, their strength is increased by 15% and they recover 200 energy over 5 seconds. Sounds basic and pretty normal for an active skill. To rephrase it a little, he basically deals damage to the enemy 3 times, knocks the enemy back on the 3rd attack and puts a mark on him or her. The allies gets buffed by 15% more strength and they recover 200 energy when attacking the marked enemy. Let us see the passive. It looks a little complicated, not gonna lie, but it says, Warbringers can spot the target's weak point in the brawl and take advantage. The Warbringers will, because of the opponent's weak point, deal an additional damage equal to 12% of the target's max constitution and stun the target for 2 seconds. But yeah, extra damage cannot exceed 1500% of our champion's strength. A 10-second delay happens after the first weak point is spotted. After that, the delay is reduced by 2 seconds for each subsequent spotted weak point, down to a minimum of 4 seconds. Switching the target will reset the delay. So according to what this skill says, our champion will find one weak point, which causes him a 10-second delay. Then when he finds the second weak point, he will experience an 8-second delay. On the 3rd weak point he finds, there will be a 6-second delay, and then finally on the 4th weak point he finds, he will have a 4-second delay. This means he can find a total of 4 weak points in one target. This skill doesn't say anything about if he will have an increase in damage being dealt, so I don't know if this passive skill of his actually benefits or not. But anyways, let's move on to the ultimate. When the ultimate is activated, our male champion will swing his spear to draw a dueling circle that lasts for 8 seconds. In the process of drawing the circle, he knocks back all the enemies that are within the circle except from the duel target. While our male champion is in the dueling circle, he will receive 85% less damage from the enemies other than the duel target. He also becomes immune to control effects and gains 70% more attack speed. Each attack deals additional damage equal to 5% of the target's max constitution. Extra damage cannot exceed 1500% of the caster's strength. Whenever an enemy enters the dueling circle for the first time, they will be stunned for 4 seconds. This sounds pretty good. I especially like the part that he takes less damage from the other enemies than his duel target. I think having a PvP champion in the team may be a great idea. Overall, when looking at this champion, my greatest concern is the passive skill. While the active seems decent and the ultimate has a unique touch to it, which I would personally love to try out. That all being said, let's see the female champion before I make any more statements. This is her active skill. She will flick all the enemies within a fan-shaped area into the air and stab them 4 times. The total amount of damage dealt is equal to 480% of our champion's strength. Meanwhile, our champion will recover constitution by 20% of the damage dealt. Basically, if our champion deals 100 damage points to the enemy, then 20 constitution points will be recovered. So yeah. Further it says, stabbed enemies have their constitution recovery reduced by 40% and won't receive any buffs in the next 4 seconds. This sounds like a strong active skill. It deals damage, heals our champion, and debuffs the enemies that were stabbed by our champion. Moving on to the passive skill. Once per 6 seconds, our champion's shield bashes all enemies within a fan-shaped area, deals damage equal to 250% of our female champion's strength with a guaranteed critical hit, and reduces their attack speed by 30% for 5 seconds. Is this really a passive skill? So she will bash all the enemies in her cone-shaped AoE with her shield once every 6 seconds, which in reality deals 500% damage since that's a guaranteed critical hit. Unless I'm misunderstanding something here. Anyways, and then the enemies will have their attack speed reduced by 30% for 5 seconds. This skill sounds broken. Not to mention, the skill says it will happen every 6 seconds. Yeah, it gotta be broken. This sounds unreal AF. Anyways, I wonder what her ultimate skill is like. Let's have a look. Our female champion will quickly enter a courageous stance for 2.5 seconds, during which the caster won't lose constitution and becomes immune to control and forced movement effects. When courageous stance ends, she will deal damage to all enemies within a large fan-shaped area. The damage is the sum of base damage equal to 620% of the female champion's strength and additional damage equal to 40% of the total damage received during courageous stance. Well, I don't know how much damage the champion will take during those 2.5 seconds of courageous stance, but those 620% damage of the female champion's strength is more than enough to understand that this is an ultimate skill. If what is written about her skills is real, then she is overly powerful. And if I was given the choice between the male and the female champion, I would have to choose the female. I don't think it came as any shocker from the moment I said broken skill. So yeah. I guess this clown can be a safe bet to summon on. But before I say any further, may I share some food for thoughts? Is it just me who thinks that recently Bloodline has upped the ante, especially with the clan traits? And not to mention, it is becoming more and more difficult to guess which champion is good and which champion is bad. My saddest regret is, like many of you may have guessed, I am unable to summon for every champion. What I mean is, I cannot summon in every banner, and thus it is becoming harder and harder for me to make videos for per clan. But no worries, I will hopefully continue to make videos for per new clan, because I like making videos for you all. By the way, another thing I want to mention is that our channel recently reached 4,000 watch time hour requirement. Now I just need 1,000 subs in total to start earning some money to support my passion for content creation. Not gonna lie, I have absolutely no idea about how much I will earn or how things are gonna work out. But I am looking forward towards the future. I also have a small giveaway to motivate more people to subscribe and also help the channel out. That all being said, take care, adios, stay foxy, bye!